songs, let me tell you about a friend. It's Craig LeBlanc where the good times never end. Talking Parks and Rec, it's a show you gotta know. Welcome one and all to the Daily Parks and Rec Show. It's the Daily Parks and Rec Show.
It's partially about giving back to the community, working with the kids, the adults, and being able to create spaces that they can go to and enjoy moving forward in their daily lives. A lot of times when people are looking at where they're going to build or where they're going to live, right, they want to understand what's at their fingertips, what they can access. What is available is very important. I know whether it's a school or a park district or even the retail stores that you're going to go to, they all play a factor. The health and well-being is getting out and having those spaces to grow and exercise and move, like that video just said, and that's spot on. That does add value to the properties as well. So by giving those opportunities to people, they're going to want to come to that community and be part of that community.
All right, we are live again, our second day at IRPA, one of our vendors next door to us. Rich, how's the convention going for you so far?
Going great. A lot of clients here, a lot of potential clients. So we're having a lot of fun talking to people we worked with and the people that we want to work with as well.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of fun.
Is this y'all's first time at IRPA?
No, we've been here for many years. I haven't been here for a little bit. So it's great to get back and actually see some people at this convention versus just meeting them in person at their facilities.
Yeah. Well, what encouraging words would you give other vendors to show up to this one or even Parks and Rec people that maybe haven't attended this?
Oh, it's a great way to just meet people that you haven't seen in a while, as well as just touching base with new potential clients. And it's a good way to learn about other things that you might not even think about. So there's a lot of different vendors here doing things that you might not think about. And it helps not only the Parks and Rec, but also the vendors here to see who they might be able to join forces with and learn from as well as you're moving forward.
Oh, yeah. All right. So before we get too far, I do want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Amelia. We're at their booth. Great software company, but also Outdoor Link. They help cities become like these smart cities, similar to how you have a smart home that can turn on your lights or an HVAC, garage doors, whatever. Imagine if your whole city was connected like that, where you could shut off your baseball field lights or your splash pads or lock your bathroom doors after a certain hour. All that can be done through the Outdoor Link platform, and they install all the hardware that goes along with that for a fraction of the cost of anything I've ever found. And they've been they were actually our first major sponsor to come on to the Daily Parks and Rec Show. So we could not do it without them. And I really appreciate what they're doing for us. Joby, why don't you go ahead and play that promo spot, and then we'll come and start our conversation with Rich.
In today's parks and recreation industry, communication, safety, and efficiency go hand in hand. That's where Outdoor Link comes in, delivering smart technology that empowers city departments and community planners to do more, smarter. Outdoor Link's platform connects and automates everything that keeps your parks running smoothly, from lighting and locks to signage, water features, Wi-Fi, and digital advertising. Control and schedule park lights for safety and energy savings. Remotely manage facility access. Update digital displays in real time. Coordinate fountains and splash pads, provide public connectivity, and even run community or sponsorship campaigns on digital screens, all from one simple, unified platform, giving you real-time control, data, and cost efficiency. For parks and recreation agencies, that means safer spaces, smarter resource use, faster responses, and stronger community engagement. And behind every great park story is great infrastructure. That's why Outdoor Link proudly supports DPRS Media Company, helping the Daily Parks and Rec Show amplify the voices of professionals shaping our communities every day. Outdoor Link, smart, connected solutions for parks, recreation, and beyond.
All right, so imagine you're literally in an elevator with a Parks and Rec director. What is y'all's elevator pitch to, what do y'all do for the Parks and Rec community?
Well, we're going to first ask them what's going on in their community and what their main needs are. Right? Mm-hmm. So what we want to do is understand what our clients' needs are and trying to understand where we can help them. So usually that first conversation is, what are your facility needs? Where are you having problems? What are you looking for in the future? And just trying to understand. So our focus as architects, engineers, and CMs is to be able to figure out how to help out our clients and to provide them with projects that are going to be efficient for not only today, but for the future as well.
So what's a typical project that y'all would manage for a Parks and Rec department, or design and manage? Y'all do everything from design and management and all that?
Yeah,
Start
so
to finish,
from start to finish, and a lot of it starts with planning, understanding needs, and making sure that the facility that we're designing is going to be what they need at the end. So if you design a building without those needs in mind, then that building might not function the way you want to. So it's always important from start to finish. But yeah, all the way to opening, we want to see them open that door, that grand opening, and cutting that ribbon. But yeah, it goes through all things: interiors, new buildings, whether it's a remodel or even exterior new pool, courtyards. So yeah, it's all about what their needs are and helping. If it's a little bit more site oriented, where it starts getting a little more civil, we can also work with civil engineers to kind of help guide them through that and help the process.
Now, how did you get involved in architecture? Is that something you just started out in Parks and Rec, or how did you find your way to the Parks and Rec community?
So architecture is, the idea of building, I loved it as a kid, and it kind of goes in my family. My great-grandfather is an architect. My grandfather's a structural engineer. It's just kind of in my blood, and I've always enjoyed that. And then as you go into the field and start to learn it, you play with different things and do different things. So I've done homes, I've done commercial buildings, but Parks and Recs is just another piece that we've done, and it's been a lot of fun. And it's partially about giving back to the community, working with the kids, the adults, and being able to create spaces that they can go to and enjoy moving forward in their daily lives.
Man, how about this city here? I was blown away by the architecture of Chicago. This is my first time that I've had a chance to really drive around the city. I'm just like, God, this is just like a mecca of architecture.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, every city you go to has their benefits and their great features, but Chicago is one of the best, right?
Oh, yeah.
All the skyscrapers down here, the different communities, different types of homes as you go out into the suburbs or, down through the city. It's a great town.
All right, so what's one of the coolest projects you've gotten to work on for Parks and Rec department?
Ooh, well, a lot of it can be a simple one a lot of times. And a lot of it is coming down to creating that new facility. And we did a Des Plaines Park District not too long ago. It was a great project, small building that they needed a lot of work and wanted to get the community back involved again. So doing an indoor pool, working through courts outside and growing that building was a great thing for our office. And it was enjoyable for us as well.
Fantastic. And so now what kind of testimony would you give to architectural students that maybe not even see Parks and Rec as a place that they would want to, hang their hat as far as being an architect? What's it been like being an architect for the Parks and Rec community?
Well, it's been great. Like I said, it's about community, and you start to learn about others and trying to see what people want and what they enjoy. And it's something that you can enjoy as well. So you start to think about not only yourself, but then other people, and then how can you play with those with them as well.
Yeah. Now, we've made a little promotion for the Parks and Rec Community of America. I want to play it and get your feedback on it. But I don't know if you remember during COVID, a lot of our park systems got shut down because they were considered non-essential. And so out of the request of a lot of our show guests and directors, like, Craig, can y'all make anything for the Parks and Rec community across the country to show the value we bring to our community and why it's absolutely considered an essential service? So, Jovi, why don't you go ahead and play that essential services video, and then I'd love to get Rich's take on it on the back end.
When we talk about essential services, what comes to mind? Police, firefighters, healthcare. But there's another essential service, often overlooked, yet always present: parks and recreation. Parks and Rec is health. It's the walking trail that lowers blood pressure, the recreation center where seniors fight isolation, the swim lessons that prevent tragedy before it happens. This isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. Parks and Rec is safety, a playground instead of a street corner, a basketball court instead of trouble, a summer camp where every child belongs. It's not just about activity, it's about protection, prevention, and possibility. Parks and Rec is community, the festival that brings neighbors together, the cultural event that teaches respect and diversity, the open space where a city breathes. It builds bridges where division once stood. It gives people a reason to gather, to connect, to care. And Parks and Rec is economics. It strengthens property values. It drives tourism through events and trails. It saves on healthcare costs. Every dollar invested multiplies, feeding back into schools, into safety, into growth. Essential service is not just about survival, it's about thriving. And Parks and Recreation is where thriving begins. In wellness, in equity, in culture, and in joy. Parks and Rec isn't extra, it's essential. For our health, for our safety, for our communities, for our future. A message from the Parks and Recreation community.
All right. So how did we do on that video? Give us a little feedback on that.
Wow, that was good. It's spot on. That hits it right on the head. I mean, that's perfect.
Yeah. Maybe you can speak about the property value part of it, because I know as architects, we build something, and especially when it comes to our community property and when we build something gorgeous right in the heart of a city, what that does to the local community.
Yeah, so a lot of times when people are looking at where they're going to build or where they're going to live, right, they want to understand what's at their fingertips, what they can access, and what is available is very important. I know whether it's a school or a park district or even the retail stores that you're going to go to, they all play a factor. And the health and well-being is getting out and having those spaces to grow and exercise and move, like that video just said, and that's spot on. And that does add value to the properties as well. So by giving those opportunities to people, they're going to want to come to that community and be part of that community.
Now, what area do y'all serve? I know y'all are obviously in the Illinois area, but don't y'all have like several other states that y'all service?
We do. So we're a Midwest firm. We have multiple offices in Chicagoland. So we have a downtown Chicago, Aurora, but we're also in Missouri and St. Louis, in Lafayette, Indiana, and then even out in Cleveland, Ohio. We branch out with some small offices in Davenport as well as Sawyer, Michigan as well.
Now, go ahead.
I was going to say, we have a Madrid office too, which is really fun.
No
so
way.
we're
How did y'all get that?
out. So, we were having problems finding enough staff. I mean, in the economy, sometimes you struggle a little bit, and there was a lull over there, and we were able to find a good team. They actually are part of us. They're part of our projects, which is great. They kind of give us a 24-hour service. So, if we're busy and trying to get a project out, we can have them working in the evenings while we're working during the day, and it works well. And they're starting to do some work over in Europe as well. So it's a great piece for us.
I think you need to go over there and do some maybe employee training or something.
Of course,
excuse to go visit.
Definitely.
Now, what other conventions would y'all be attending aside from IRPA?
Well, we attend a lot of different conventions, whether it's for IPA. We do a lot of things for schools as well, so K through 12. So we'll be at III, and then we are also at a lot of municipal pieces. So we're all through the community, always going to different events and trying to be part of the communities that we're working in as well.
And how's the convention here going for you all so far?
It's going great. We've seen a lot of old clients as well as current clients and made a lot of connections, which is what we're here for.
Fantastic. And I love the little game you'll have set up. Sherry's gone over there and played it like 4 times with the dog.
Yeah,
it's definitely a great magnet.
It's a great way to get people to walk over. I mean, Bozo Buckets, a lot of people remember that from their childhood. Some people have never seen it before, but it draws people in. It's a great piece.
Yeah, I made it to bucket 4. Sherry's already got me beat, and she let me know it instantly. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you coming out today, and thank you for all the work you're doing for the Parks and Rec community. Any closing words?
No, I just appreciate this. If you need any help, always feel free to reach out to us. We're glad to be there for you.
Fantastic. Well, have a great rest of your convention, Rich. Thanks for coming on the show.
All right. Thank you.
Go ahead and close this out, Jeffrey. Thank you.
It didn't start with a studio, or a big budget, or a perfect plan. It started with belief. Belief that stories matter. Belief that voices deserve to be heard. Belief that community is powerful. What began as a single conversation has grown into something far bigger than us. Today we pause, we reflect, and we say thank you. To our guests, thank you for showing up, for being honest, for trusting us with your stories and letting the world hear them. To our partners and sponsors, thank you for standing with us when the vision was still taking shape. Your belief gave this network its foundation. And to our audience, the ones who listened, who watched, who shared, who believed. You didn't just support DPRS Media Network, you built it. This past year changed everything. We grew our shows, we raised our standards, we reached new communities, and we told stories that needed to be told. From parks and recreation to sports, youth, technology, and culture, we learned something important. Growth isn't about numbers, it's about impact. As we grow, our mission becomes clear. Our mission is to create media that matters, media that educates, media that inspires, media that connects people through honest, human storytelling. To spotlight the people, the programs, and the ideas shaping parks, recreation, sports, and the future of our shared spaces. And our vision is bold. We envision a media network that doesn't just document the world, but helps shape it, where local voices spark global change, where communities see themselves reflected, and where media is a force for good. The future ahead is bigger than any single episode. More voices, more stories, more collaboration, live events, original films, deeper conversations, and a growing community united by purpose. From episode 1 to episode 400, thank you for believing when it was hard. Thank you for staying when it was uncertain. And thank you for walking this journey with us. This is DPRS Media Network, built by community, driven by purpose, powered by stories. And we're just getting started.